All right, welcome back, decoders, to the channel. This is Decoding with Cody. Let's see if we can get a few people to join. As I just went live, can you guys give me a thumbs up in the chat? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me and if you can see the screen. Give me a thumbs up, please. It says I have 15 in the chat right now, so should get some thumbs up in there. Give it a second, see if anyone's yeah, maybe no one can hear me. Ah, there we go. Thank you guys. Got some thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Thank you, X Trouble. How you doing, bro? Kathy, how you doing? Ani Asaru, how you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. You guys go check out Ani Asaru's channel. He also has a channel. Great decoder as well. Let's see. Hello, Tracy. That's my mom's name, Tracy. My girlfriend's also in the chat, Magdalena. Give much love to her. We got Sean in the chat. Much love to him. Go check out Sean's channel. Sean just released a video the other day. I'll link his channel also in the description or in the comments of this video. I'm going to link all the channels that you guys should subscribe to in the link in the comments of this video after it's over. Okay, so go check out that link. I will have Sean's channel. I will have Ani Osara's channel. I will have Joseph Aquaviva's channel, all the other channels that I watch myself. So much love to you guys all today. Hope you guys are doing well. And we will give another minute and we'll let a few more people join. And then we'll get started. Interesting story going on today, right, guys? Yeah, and thank you guys so much for the 5K subs. I mean, you guys are awesome. I mean, absolutely awesome. And never thought I'd have 5K subs on this channel, to be honest. But I put a lot of work into this channel. I stay consistent with this channel. So I'm glad that the 5,000 is, I'm so grateful for all 5,000 of you. So thank you, Ani. Appreciate it so much, brother. Appreciate the shout outs. I'm truly grateful for all that. So yeah, I'm hoping to just keep growing, and keep just exposing the stuff that goes on in this matrix, in this web of reality we live in. So it's nice to be able to have a passion and have something that I feel like I'm called to do, and to be able to have people that actually want to listen to me talk about it. So it's a great blessing. So anyways, we got 48 in the chat. Anyone else who comes in later will have to just catch up or watch on the replay. So we'll go ahead and get started. And then at the end, as usual, I will be interacting with the chat. So I'm sure you guys know by now, but good old Jacob Rothschild died today. Or shouldn't I say good old? I mean, just look at this picture. I don't know if this is a real picture, but I just found this because Joseph Aquaviva used this for his thumbnail. And I don't know if this is a real picture of him, but if it is, well, I think that's telling you everything you need to know. But anyways, I like I said, I don't know if any of you guys can verify if that's actually a real picture of him or just an AI. But yeah. So we're going to bring a lot of things together in this decode. We're going to talk about the money. We're going to talk about the bankers. We're going to talk about the Trumpster. And we're going to talk about the king and the queen and the eclipse and the number of the beast. A lot of different things. So the first thing is the very simple thing, that everyone should know right off the bat, if you know any gematria at all, is Jacob Rothschild dies at the age of 87. Okay, 87 years old, and his name just happens to equal 87 in gematria. Okay, Jacob Rothschild equals 87. Okay, he dies at 87 years old. And and just look at his name, guys. His name, Jacob Rothschild, has the 66, the 258, and the 87, just like number of the beast. Okay. So what are the chances? 3 cipher match his name to number of the beast. Okay. And don't forget the little Catholic Church connection there. He died at 87, like the Catholic Church equals 87, like number of the beast 87, and Jacob Rothschild is 87. So yeah, perfect day, perfect number for him to die at, it seems. And yeah, he wasn't going to live till 258, that's for sure. So 87 seems like the best option. And so another connection here is that, he is of the Ashkenazi Jew family, right? And he's from, which connects back to Israel, right? And we have this thing going on with Israel right now. Of course, this all eventually does connect back to Kabbalah and Israel. And, he dies on the 64th day before his next birthday. Okay. Israel equals 64, kill equals 64. So I thought that was interesting. 64 days till his next birthday, and he's gone, right? And that 64 comes up a lot with Israel, comes up a lot with a lot of things. But yeah. And we're going to make a few connections here with the Trumpster and his son. So notice that he is the 4th Baron, which means he's the 4th Lord Rothschild, right? Baron means Lord, as Anya Sarver pointed out in the chat. So he's the 4th, right? And if you type out 4th Baron, well, you're going to get 57, okay? And why is that interesting? Well, he was the 4th Baron, or the 4th Lord Rothschild, and he dies on the 57th day of the year. And 4th Baron equals 57. What's very interesting is that Donald Trump's son, Baron Trump, equals 57 in the same cipher. Okay. Interesting, right? Baron Trump and 4th Baron both equal 57. And don't overlook the fact that Baron Trump spells his name with 2 R's instead of 1. Well, that's how they spelled it, right? So definitely a connection there. 57th day of the year, and he's the 4th Baron, and he dies on the 57th day of the year. Okay. Going to come back to that 57 later on in the decode, but I just wanted to bring that up here with Baron Trump first. So the name Rothschild means at the red shield. Okay. If you just look it up, the common definition or the common meaning of the name Rothschild will always translate, and everywhere I looked, it said at the red shield. And I found that interesting because, again, he was the 4th Baron, right? If you spell 4th Baron, it equals Donald Trump in 3 out of 4 of the base ciphers, 138, 159, and 60, okay? And at the red shield also equals 138, like Donald Trump and like 4th Baron, okay? And again, Donald Trump definitely connected to this. Donald Trump's family also comes from Germany. This all connects back to Germany because, again, the Rothschilds, even the name Rothschilds comes from the German word zum Rothen Schild. I don't even know if I said that right. My girlfriend can correct me on that. But again, the Germany stuff always comes back around, guys. I say it a lot. Germany is so big, okay? Germany is a central thing in this world. I'm telling you, I see it every day. I've been to Germany. I've been to the Illuminati founding building. There's so much there. But I'm just saying, Trump's family comes from German. The royal family really is German. This guy is an Ashkenazi Jew, which connects back to Germany as well. Yeah, I'm just pointing that out. Trump and his connection here, definitely connected. So just thought it was interesting that Donald Trump equals 4th Baron in 3 out of 4 ciphers, and at the red shield, which is the meaning of the name Rothschild, also equals 138 like Donald Trump. Okay. And another interesting thing is that, again, the meaning of the name Rothschild is at the red shield, and that equals 240 in reverse, kind of like the term investment banker. And if you look up his name, Jacob Rothschild, they always list him as an investment banker. Okay. And just notice that the Rothschild banking family also equals 240. And their name, Rothschild, means at the red shield, 240. And their investment bankers, which equals 240. Okay. So I will say that Donald Trump, ASSASSINATED, also equals 240. But I didn't put it here because I don't want to get banned or anything. Hopefully you guys understood what I just spelled out there. So and here's the big one, guys. If you guys didn't believe it was connected to Trump, here it is. Okay. This guy died 258 days of Trump's age. Okay. His name, Jacob Rothschild, equals 258, like number of the beast. Okay. Like order of Illuminati, again, based out of Germany. Okay. So what are the chances that this guy dies 258 days after Trump's birthday, and Jacob Rothschild, the guy's name, equals 258, number of the beast 258, order of Illuminati 258, and President Donald J. Trump 258? Okay. So if you guys didn't already think it was connected, it is. I mean, that to me, that was all I needed to see, right? The 258 days after Trump's birthday. Okay. And, Trump is in the news a lot right now with money issues, right? And now you have this Jacob Rothschild who's all about money and banking and, the World Bank stuff, So it's perfect. Okay. And I already made the connection to Barron Trump, but I'm going to make another connection to him in a minute. So notice that, again, this guy's name was Jacob Barron. He's the fourth Baron or the fourth Lord Rothschild. Notice that Barron Trump was born on March 20th. So from Barron Trump's last birthday, March 20th, 2023, to the death of Jacob Rothschild is 11 months and 6 days. Well, look at the gematria of Barron William Trump. It equals 116. So what are the chances, guys? I just showed how it perfectly aligns with Trump. And now if you bring in Barron Trump, it's 11 months and 6 days after his birthday, and Barron William Trump equals 116. Rothschild equals 116. And look, Jacob Rothschild died 1 month, 1 week, and 6 days before the eclipse coming up. Okay, so the 116 is encoded between Barron Trump's birthday and then also from the death of Rothschild to the eclipse is 116. Okay, that's the upside down 9/11. Okay. Jacob Rothschild's birthday on a non-leap year is on the 119 day of the year. Okay, so the upside down 116. Rothschild equals 116. Okay, Barron William Trump 116. So again, perfect. And notice that from Barron Trump's birthday to the death of Barron Rothschild, you get 343 days. 7 times 7 times 7 is 343. The jackpot number, 777, is 343. And he dies 343 days after Barron Trump's birthday. Okay. So they're saying it's the jackpot, guys. And that's usually another phrase associated with money, jackpot, right? So this is all about money. Okay. And this number is the number I've been talking about a lot. Okay. I've been talking about this number. If you guys don't know, I didn't bring the slide up here, but if you guys been watching my channel, the 192 was the number I've been talking about. Remember, the Super Bowl this year equaled 192. The performer at the halftime show, Usher Raymond IV, equaled 192. Obama equals 192. 192 days before the Super Bowl was Obama's birthday. Okay. Eclipse equals 192 in Jewish. All right. But look, this guy is listed as an investment banker. Okay. Investment banker has the 192, guys. And he died on numerology of 192. If you take the date, 2/26/24, 2 times 2 times 6 times 2 times 4 equals 192. What are the chances that he dies? An investment banker equals 192, and he dies on 192 date numerology if you do multiplication. Okay. And again, this number has been a huge number I've been talking about. Me and Joseph have both been talking about this number. Okay. The guy who caught the game-winning touchdown pass in the Super Bowl, Kerry McCole Hardman. All right. His full name equaled 192. Okay. The Doja Cat song that I connected a lot this year equals 192. There's so much. I forgot to put it in here. So if you guys haven't watched my channel, you guys probably haven't seen, but you guys have probably heard about this number. All right. But remember, just a week ago, literally a week ago, on 19/2, there was a 18-car massive wreck in the Daytona 500 on lap 192. And now, a week later, an investment banker, which equals 192, he dies. Okay? And this was symbolic of a crash, guys. 18 cars, massive wreck on lap 192. The race was on 19/2. And again, they referenced that the announcers said that the big one was coming. Like the big what, guys? The big one, the big collapse, the big crash, the money. Okay? The big one equaled 49, and that was 49 days before the eclipse. Okay? So again, this is all connected back to the 192 because, again, Jacob Rothschild, investment banker, equals 192. And just a week before, on lap 192, there's a massive crash, massive wreck. Okay? And again, if you missed all of the connections I've been making with 192, you got to go back and watch all my other videos because I talk about it in almost every video. But I just wanted to bring it together with this wreck at the Daytona 500 because it's obviously tied, guys. I mean, what else how much more obvious do they need to make it? There's a crash, right? Well, that would normally be associated with a financial crash, right? And it's all about the number 192. Remember, Skull and Bones, the secret society out of Yale, is currently 192 years old right now also, okay? The Vatican's actual state name, the Vatican City State, equals 192. So I think that's the origin of this number. Vatican City State equals 192. And as Joseph Aquaviva mentioned earlier, Lil Nas X put out a video earlier last month, and he's currently at 19.2 million subs. And he's been stuck there for over a month because they want to keep that 19.2 subs up on his YouTube. Okay? Because Obama was pictured in that video he released too. So, but remember, during this crash, I made a video about this, guys. I made a video about how the winner, William Byron, he won. His name equals 248, like President Donald Trump, 248. United States will turn 248 years old this year. Okay. So if you guys missed that video, go back and watch that video connecting the race to Donald Trump. Okay. And the crash that happened in the race. But again, what's the interesting connection here? In this race, you had a guy named William Byron win the race. And just notice the similarity between William Byron and Baron William. Okay, Trump's son, Baron William. And it kind of looks like him, to be honest. Does this not look like, to me, it looks a little bit like him. At least in this picture, this looks a little bit like Baron Trump. But I just noticed that they both had the William, and his name is one letter off from Byron, right? So, I'm not saying that this guy is playing. I mean, not saying that this is like a doppelganger or anything, but I think they look a lot alike. Even I don't think this guy is nearly as tall as Baron Trump, but I do think that it's connected. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, now let's just show how the money is synced, right? And this should be a no-brainer. So on the day that Rothschild dies, Jacob Rothschild, you have Bitcoin. And remember, Jacob Rothschild, part of an investment banker. Bitcoin is an investment, right? And it's the future digital currency investment, okay? And on the day that the Rothschild dies, Rothschild equals 53, okay? Bitcoin actually trades for the first time at 53K. I mean, come on. You guys understand how, like, if you can really figure out these numbers, you can, like, really make it in these charts, because what are the chances that the guy dies and the same day Bitcoin finally breaks above 53K and was trading there most of the day? Since I checked, it was still trading at 53K. Okay. And again, Rothschild equals 53. And on the day he dies, you got 53K Bitcoin. And just a few days ago, on 222, February 22nd, you had the United States making their first moon landing. And again, in finance, when something goes up, they call it mooning. When a price goes up, they call it going to the moon. Okay. So Bitcoin is mooning to 53K right now. And just a few days ago, you had on the 53rd day of the year, you had a moon landing, which equals 53. And then a few days later, you have Rothschild die, equals 53. And again, this is tied to the solar eclipse because, again, in the solar eclipse, the moon passes in front of the sun. Okay. What are the chances? Okay. And again, I mean, it's just funny because Bitcoin could not break above 53 for like 2 weeks. I've been watching it. And then finally, the day he dies, it breaks above 53. Come on. And just right after the news was announced too, pretty much. And that brings me to this. That brings me to the eclipse, guys. Huge connection here, okay? The eclipse is coming. The eclipse is coming. We have 42 days left. And what are the chances that this guy, Jacob Rothschild, is all about investment, okay? Look at the word gematria for investment, 42. And this guy dies 42 days before the Great American Eclipse. And he dies on the 57th day of the year, kind of like investment equals 57. And he dies 42 days before investment, 42. Don't forget, in the Bible, I already connected him to the number of the beast because his name equals number of the beast, right? But in Revelation, the beast reigns for 42 months. And this guy just happens to die 42 days before the Great American Eclipse, like the beast reigns for 42 months, okay? And investment equals 42. Now, don't forget, during an eclipse, the moon passes in front of the sun, and moon equals 57. Jacob Rothschild died on the 57th day of the year, okay? So perfectly synced with the 57 and the 42s, all connected to the number of the beast, the 42-month reign of the beast, okay? And also, because I saw this on Twitter or on X, whatever you want to call it, from the first remember, there's 2 great American eclipses, guys. 2 great American eclipses. The first one happened on August 21st, 2017, while Trump was president, okay? From that first eclipse to the death of Jacob Rothschild today was 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days. What are the chances? Because his name equals number of the beast. 66, 258, 87. He died at 87, 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days after the first eclipse. And he died 42 days before the next eclipse. And 42 is also connected to the number of the beast or the beast, okay? So both ways, whether you go forwards or backwards, you go to the first eclipse or you go to the upcoming eclipse, you have a connection to the number of the beast, okay? Perfect. So I'll leave that one up for a minute and let that sink in, okay? I mean, what's the chances that his name is a 3 cipher match to number of the beast, okay? I mean, come on. And it's just funny, the way that this is synced up perfectly with that gematria, okay? And yeah. So another connection is we are in the dragon year. Okay? We are in the dragon year, the wood dragon. And the wood dragon also represents Satan or the beast. Again, the dragon in Revelation is the red dragon that falls to earth, right? And chases the woman, right? Into the wilderness. And I've been talking a lot about the color red this year. Remember, Taylor Swift wore the red dragon dress. The Red Dragons had a commercial at the Super Bowl. Ryan Reynolds' soccer team out of Wales, which has the red dragon on it. Okay? But again, we're in the wood dragon year. And the name Rothschild happens to be a 3 cipher match with wood dragon. Okay? So he dies in a wood dragon year. And his last name, Rothschild, is a 3 cipher match with wood dragon. Okay? And again, this connects perfectly, once again, with the book of Revelation where there's the dragon. So now there's a huge connection here with the other beasts because, again, this Jacob Rothschild was from England, right? And the Queen died a few years ago. And now we have King Charles, who just announced that he had cancer. By the way, cancer equals 26. Today is the 26th day of the month. But look at this. Joe Biden just happens to be scheduled. I just thought this was interesting, guys. I was looking at this morning. Joe Biden just happens to be scheduled to go to Queens, New York today. Okay. And why is he going to Queens, New York? Because this whole day is connected to the Queen. Okay. Why? Because in gematria, guys, Queen equals 26. Like today is the 26th. Royal equals 26 and crown equals 26. In fact, queen and crown both equals 62 and 26. This is a number. Anytime you see this number, guys, you should immediately think queen and crown because queen equals 62 and 26, crown equals 62 and 26. Okay? The queen was coronated on 6/2/1953. Again, what are the chances that a queen was coronated on 6/2 and queen equals 6/2? She also became queen a year before that on 2/6 when her dad died. She became queen on February 6th, which is 2/6, and then she was coronated on 6/2. Okay, and queen equals 62 and 26, like crown, like royal equals 26. Well, today is exactly 22 weeks and 6 days after the anniversary of her funeral. Okay. And what is today's date, guys? It's 2/26. And what are the chances that today is 2/26, 22 weeks and 6 days after her funeral? Okay. And this is the same numbers that I just told you was all about the Queen, the 6 and the 2. All right. But it gets even more than that because look at this. The Queen's funeral was on September 19th, the 262nd day of the year. From that anniversary last year to today's Jacob Rothschild death is 22 weeks and 6 days, kind of like today's date is 2/26. She died on 2/6, or she was buried on the 2/62 day of the year, which is also like today's date, the 26th of February. And 2/26 later is today, 2/62 or 2/26. Queen of the United Kingdom equals 2/62. What are the chances that the Queen of the United Kingdom is buried on the 2/62 day of the year and Queen of the United Kingdom equals 2/62? Okay. And look at this. From today's death of Baron Rothschild to the next birthday of King Charles is 262 days. Okay. I hope you guys are seeing that. What are the chances of that stuff? Absolutely no chance. All this stuff I showed you on this last slide, all the 26. Remember, Joe Biden is in Queens today. Okay? Queens. And today is connected perfectly with the Queen and King Charles and now Jacob Rothschild, who dies, right? They're all from the same country. Now, again, what are the chances? Queen dies on buried on the 2/62 day of the year. Queen of the United Kingdom, 2/62. Today's death of Rothschild is 2/62 days before King Charles' next birthday. Okay? And today is 2/62. Okay? If you write it internationally, the way they write it in England, today's date is 2/62. So absolutely no doubt about that. I don't see how anyone could argue these kind of things. It's too perfect. Yeah, exactly. They're the same bloodline, most likely a Ashkenazi, Jewish, German bloodline, right? So it doesn't, I mean, they even look similar. Their faces, the way they look. I mean, come on. They all have that. I mean, they're not very good looking people, but I ain't going to judge them on that. I'm just saying. I'm not a very good looking person either, but I'm just saying. They all look similar. And here's another interesting connection with the 62, because if you go from the birth date of Jacob Rothschild to the birth date of King Charles, it's 4,583 days. So Jacob Rothschild was born on 4/29/1936. King Charles was born on 11/14/1948. 4,583 days is the 620th prime number. You drop the 0, you get the 6/2. Once again, I just showed you all the connections to the 2/6, 6/2. And then these two guys just happen to be born the 620th prime number days apart. Okay. What are the chances? So again, another 62, just all over the place. Always lots of 62s and 26s whenever you're talking about the queen or the crown. And don't forget that Jacob Rothschild in his name literally has the name Charles in his name. Nathan Charles Jacob Rothschild. And remember, King Charles just announced on 2/6, or on the eve of 2/6, that he had cancer, and cancer equals 26. Okay. So maybe this is also predictive programming that King Charles is going to succumb to his cancer, which equals 26. Okay. And then this guy dies on the 26th. I think that's probably what they're maybe hinting at with this. But here's where it gets interesting, guys. Now, I'm going to bring back in the money here, okay? Because, again, do you guys remember this magazine? This is a huge magazine. This was almost predicting Bitcoin and digital currency. And this came out in 1988, guys, okay? And I want you guys to notice how many days after his birthday Jacob Rothschild died. He died on the 304th day after his birthday. And the headline on this magazine, "Get ready for a world currency." And it has the phoenix, and it has the Catholic thing on top of his head, right? And it has the slash through it, and the 10, which represents Satan or completion too, also. But again, this magazine came out in 1988, but what are the chances that Jacob Rothschild died 304 days after his birthday? And he's a banker, all about money, all about currency. And the phrase that's on this magazine equals 304. Get ready for a world currency. 304. So get ready, guys, because I think we're very close. And I just told you how this death today was synced up with Bitcoin. Okay. And a lot of people, I mean, I'll show you how this, I could show you easily how that this magazine in 1988 was predicting Bitcoin. Yeah, 1988 was also a dragon year. Good catch. Just like this year is a dragon year. Okay. So again, get ready for a world currency, guys, a digital world currency. Is it going to be Bitcoin? Or do you think maybe they have something planned with an X coin called XRP? I don't know. You guys can decide on that. But don't forget, Bitcoin's actual one of its trading acronyms is XBT. So could be Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's already done so much, right? Bitcoin is already at 53,000 from under a cent, you know. If you would have bought like, oh my gosh, people that bought Bitcoin and held it from 2014 or something are, I mean, they're already rich. So if there's something that's going to happen now, it's not going to be with Bitcoin, I don't think. But again, why is this interesting? Because again, we're in the 36th year. And in fact, Jacob Rothschild died on the 36-year, 6-week anniversary of this magazine. And again, what's on the front of the cover, guys? What's on the front? Is that a phoenix? Yeah, that's a phoenix. And phoenix equals 36. So what, don't you think that maybe we're going to get this world currency in the 36th year, just like phoenix equals 36? Okay. And this is in Chaldean, right? This is one of the oldest numerology ciphers there is. 36 phoenix, and we're in the 36th year. Okay. And someone mentioned in the chat, I think it was who was it in the chat? I think it was Dr. Savage. Go check out his channel, guys. Dr. Savage has a YouTube channel. He mentioned in the very beginning of this chat that today is Johnny Cash's birthday. So I don't have that in my presentation, but let's go look at this. Today, well, is today Johnny Cash's birthday? Well, would you look at that, guys? Johnny Cash was born on February 26th, 1932. So again, what are the chances this big banker dies? And banking is all about cash. He dies on Johnny Cash's birthday. Okay. And again, I just found this out before I started the stream, so let's do a little on-the-fly gematria. I don't even know what Johnny Cash equals, so let's look. And this is big, guys. Absolutely big. Look at that. Johnny Cash equals 117. You know what's interesting about that? Is Bitcoin equals 117 and 45. And I already connected this to Bitcoin. But notice that Bitcoin equals 36. And we're in the 36th year of the Phoenix magazine. Phoenix equals 36 in Chaldean. Okay. I told you Bitcoin hit 53K for the first time today when Jacob Rothschild died, and Rothschild equals 53. Okay. So it seems to be all connected to Bitcoin, right? And again, Johnny Cash equals, let's see what his full name equals. John R. Cash. Okay, well, John R. Cash has a 96, but it has the 42. And I already talked about this number. Remember, Rothschild died 42 days before the eclipse coming up. And remember, I said that the word investment equals 42 in the same cipher. Okay, so Johnny R. Cash equals investment 42. Okay, and this 42 number is also involved in a lot of other things, but I'm just mainly focusing on the subject of cash, right? And money. So investment equals 42, like John R. Cash. Now, another name they give him is J.R. Cash. Let's see what that equals. And again, guys, in case you're just getting in, the reason I'm talking about Johnny Cash is because today is Johnny Cash's birthday. Well, J.R. Cash equals dragon. Again, we're in the dragon year. So, notice that J.R. Cash and dragon are almost a 3-cipher match there. So, again, we got this dragon connection. And he died on September 12th, 2003. And he was referred to as the Man in Black, right? And he had that song called Ring of Fire. Remember, last year we had an eclipse called the Ring of Fire eclipse. My girlfriend's saying in the chat that Quantum Leap, a movie released on 2/6/2 day of the year, 103 days left, like Dragon. Released from a guy with the name Donald, of course. Thank you, babe. Let's see. KJ Malone is also saying in the chat, today is the anniversary of Buffalo Bill Cody's birthday, who the Buffalo Bills are named after. Really? Today is his birthday also, really? Let's see. I don't think I can get it to come up with that. Bill Cody? Oh, not this Bill Cody. That's a different one. So funny that my name is also Cody, but... Oh, here it is. Buffalo Bill. Okay, well, there you go, guys. Good connections. So not only is today Johnny Cash's birthday, today is also Buffalo Bill's birthday, like the dollar bill, right? Perfect. What are the chances? Now you have this guy dying on the perfect day. If they're not telling us that cash is crashing or cash is about ready to be transformed, I don't know what else to make of this. But again, the Buffalo Bills were named, and the Buffalo Bills is connected to the dollar bill, right? The Buffalo Bill team, the football team, were named after. Remember, Buffalo Bills actually also known as the Queen City. I connected a lot of this to the Queen City. But let's see what this guy's name equals. Let's see if we can find anything here. William Frederick Cody equals 119. Jacob Rothschild was born on the 119th day of the year in a non-leap year. Okay. Um, let's see. Well, of course, I know what Cody equals because that's my name, but it's got that direct match with time and Beast. Cody also equals 47 like Beast. Let's see what Buffalo Bill equals. Hold on. Well, some interesting things there. But the most important thing is here, guys, is that today is Johnny Cash's birthday, like Cash, and it's Buffalo Bill's birthday, like the Bills, the dollar bills. Okay, so good connections, guys. Both the two people that gave the shout out or gave that info. Appreciate that. So let's see if anyone else in the chat has anything else. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more to look into with the Johnny Cash connection, with the Buffalo Bill connection, but I'm probably not going to do that on the live stream unless anyone else has a clear connection. I know you guys are great researchers as well. Yeah, good connection, Shy. Buffalo, New York is close to the Rainbow Bridge. Interesting. Remember, we had that Rainbow Bridge story earlier this year, and a bridge is connected with currency as well. You have bridge currencies, right? So good connection there. The Buffalo Bills Stadium website is titled Beast Champion. Really? Why is it titled Beast Champion? Interesting. But yeah, let's go back and hit the main points for those who are getting in late. Again, we're in the 36th year since the Phoenix magazine. Phoenix equals 36. So expect some big money stuff in the 36th year of the Phoenix magazine with the money, right? Okay, and let me just pull this full string. I'm going to do a review in case anyone's getting in new. Again, Jacob Rothschild, the banker, died 304 days after his birthday. Get ready for a world currency equals 304. He died, or they were King Charles and Jacob Rothschild were born 4,583 days apart, which is the 620th prime, connected to the 62s. If you guys missed it, 262 day of the year. Queen was buried 22 weeks, 6 days later, after the anniversary is today, 262, which is 262 days before King Charles' birthday. Today was all connected to the Queen and the number 26 and 62. This year is a Wood Dragon year. Wood Dragon equals Rothschild in 3 out of the 4 base ciphers. Jacob Rothschild died 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days after the first Great American Eclipse. Number of the Beast is a direct match in 3 out of 4 ciphers to Jacob Rothschild. Okay, and he died at 87. Jacob Rothschild equals 87. Number of the Beast, 87. He died 42 days before the Great American Eclipse. Investment equals 42. He died on the 57th day of the year. Investment equals 57. In an eclipse, the moon, which equals 57, passes in front of the sun. The moon eclipses the sun. Okay. Again, Bitcoin, which is an investment, and this guy was an investment banker. Bitcoin traded for the first time this year above 53K, and Rothschild died, and his name equals 53. Like moon landing, and just a few days ago on the 53rd day of the year, we had a moon landing. And in finance, when a coin or something goes up, they call it going to the moon or mooning. Okay. So anytime you're talking about a currency going up, it's connected to the moon. Okay. That's why the moon landing happened a few days ago, or the supposed moon landing. Just in case I need to reiterate, a lot of people were saying, you actually believe that there's a real moon landing? Of course not, guys. I didn't think I even had to. I thought that everyone that's watching my channel would be pretty obvious that I don't think anyone here believes that we've gone to the moon. But maybe I should be more clear and say that I do not believe that we went to the moon. But I didn't think I needed to even say that. But I had a lot of people saying, you believe we went to the moon? I was like, no, I don't believe we went to the moon. I just decode the stories they give us. I don't need to know whether the stories are real or not. The point is the rituals, right? Again, I connected the race car driver William Byron connected to Baron William Trump. Okay, this connects to the 192nd lap of the Daytona 500 is when there was a big crash last week. And that connects to this guy who died today. He was an investment banker, which equals 192. That's the big number I've been talking about, 192. And again, this Jacob Baron Rothschild died 11 months and 6 days after Baron William Trump. And Baron William Trump equals 116. Rothschild equals 116. Jacob Rothschild died 1 month, 1 week, and 6 days before the eclipse. So all about the upside down 119, the 116. And don't overlook that this Rothschild guy died 343 days after Baron Trump's birthday. That's the product of 7 times 7 times 7, which is the jackpot. Okay. And this is the big one, guys. I mean, come on. President Donald J. Trump equals 258. Jacob Rothschild equals 258. Jacob Rothschild dies 258 days after Donald Trump's birthday. Number of the beast, 258. Order of Illuminati, 258. Okay. That one's pretty clear. And again, the meaning of Rothschild is at red shield, which equals 240, like investment banker and like Rothschild banking family. Okay. Don't overlook that Jacob Rothschild was the 4th Baron, which if you type out the words 4th Baron, it equals Donald Trump in 3 out of 4 ciphers. And the meaning of the name Rothschild is at the red shield, which also equals Donald Trump, 138. And again, he died on the 57th day of the year, like 4th Baron. He was the 4th Baron, which equals 57. Baron Trump equals 57. He died 64 days before his next birthday. The word kill equals 64. Israel equals 64. He's part of an Ashkenazi Jew family. So again, connected to the 64. And again, back to the beginning, guys. He dies at 87 years old. Jacob Rothschild, 87. Number of the beast, 87. Catholic Church, 87. All in the same cipher. And we're back to the beginning. So that was just a recap. And then again, we went over the fact that today is Buffalo Bill, his birthday, and also Johnny Cash's birthday. So we have 2 connections to the money. They're definitely telling us. Now, Johnny Cash's nickname was the Man in Black. Let's see what that equals. Because what happens during the eclipse, guys? It goes black. Interesting. Well, that works out perfect, guys. It's got the 64. Well, first of all, it's got the 80, like Satan. It's got the 80 and the 35, like Satan. It's got the Baphomet, if I can spell it right. So notice that Man in Black equals Baphomet, okay? And 2 out of 4 ciphers. So that's probably a connection there. But I'm just thinking it's connected to, again, today is Johnny Cash's birthday. Oh, look at this, guys. The word bank equals 26. Okay, today is the 26th day of the month. This is all about banking, and the word bank equals 26. It also equals 80, like Satan, like Baphomet, like Man in Black. So interesting. So another 26 here. And the word banks, if you do the plural, it equals beast, and it equals Trump. So interesting. Notice the similarities between the words Trump and the word banks. 88, 47, 47. Yeah. Like beast equals 47 and 88. Okay. So I already connected this to the beast, the number of the beast, and Trump. And look, beast equals 47, Trump 47, banks 47, Trump 88, banks 88, Beast 88. So don't think that's a coincidence, guys. Okay, yeah, I did forget that. So Dr. Savage is pointing out that the 1993 World Trade Center bombing was on this date, 226. We'll pull that up real fast so we can add that into the decode. And the World Trade Center is obviously once again connected to trading or money. So yeah, that happened on February 26, 1993. So that means that this would be the, let's see. I just wanted to point out too, if you go from Johnny Cash's birthday, because Johnny Cash turned 92 years old today. And 92 is the word ASSINTED or INTION. 92. There's a lot I can say about that, but yeah, there's definitely something there. Anyway, that's Johnny Cash's birthday today, 92 years old. But if we go to the 1993 World Trade Center bombing, it's the 31st anniversary of that. So it's been 11,322 days, huh? So it's been 11,322 days since the World Trade Center bombing. Today is the anniversary. So yeah, Evelyn de Rothschild did die. Wasn't it last year on 11/7? Let me just pull her up. Let's see. No, that was 2022 that he died. So how many days is it between the death of, November 7th? Hold on. Okay. He died exactly 68 weeks after Evelyn. But that's also 1 year, 111 days after Evelyn died, Jacob died. But 68 is, an interesting number too. Donald Trump has connection to that 68. Barack Obama has that 68. Yeah, there's a lot to say there, but it's interesting. 68 weeks exactly on the nose. But it's also interesting that it's been 1 year and 111 days since he died today. So you got all the 111s, right? And we know that's connected to New York, and New York's all about the stock market, right? New York equals 111. So thank you guys for the additional add-ons. Appreciate that. Is there anyone else that has any good finds in the chat? Just leave your messages. I'll try to get to them. Going back a bit to read some messages. Yeah, Morgan, Mercury takes 88, basically 88 days to orbit the sun. Yeah, you got the bull in front of the stock market, right? Yeah. Revelation, Sean is saying Revelation 17:11 says the beast is the 8th king and the 7th king. Yeah, well, he died at 87, so that makes perfect sense. He died at 87. And again, I've already made so many connections in this stream with the beast, right? And again, when are they going to do this digital? In order for them to really do this digital takeover, guys, they're going to have an event, like a cyber attack on the banks. I'm telling you, that seems the most likely scenario, is a cyber attack on the banking system, so that they basically have to have these security measures put in place and they need to go digital, right? Or some other event that forces them to, I don't know. I mean, just think about how they did it last time with the COVID, right? They did the order out of chaos, right? So how do you quickly get people to need to switch from cash to digital, And there's cyber attacks, there's power outages, like there's got to be a plan in place. Klaus Schwab talked about the cyber pandemic. Klaus Schwab called it a cyber pandemic, right? And most likely, cyber pandemic would be against in my opinion, we've already had some cyber attacks on the bank. I believe even Las Vegas had a hack against one of its casinos last year. So they're already setting up the narrative for an attack against the casinos, the banks. Klaus Schwab said it was a cyber pandemic. Remember, Klaus Schwab is born on March 30th, so I don't know. Maybe they do something around his birthday. I personally don't know, but again, guys, I'm watching the upcoming date of the leap day, 229. Something could go down this day, not 100%, but this 229 day looks big. It's the 60th day of the year. It looks big, maybe for Trump, because Donald Trump equals 60. He's going to be running in the 60th presidential election. It's the 60th day of the year. If you guys didn't watch my last video about the leap day, it's connected to XRP, the cryptocurrency, Donald Trump. So something to think about. Yep, exactly. JJ Recon says problem, reaction, planned solution. Works every time. Yep, it does. Especially when you have a bunch of bots just following along with everything. Warriors beat the Bucks last night. Also is connected to the dollar collapsing. Huh. Okay, interesting. So he's saying that last night, right before this banker dies, the Bucks lost. And remember, guys, the dollar. Okay, so the dollar is also known as the buck, right? But do you guys remember what was on the front of "Leave the World Behind"? And remember, the main character, the black character in that movie, was an investment guy. He was all about a wealthy investors, right? So they were pointing to something with money in that movie. And again, the "Leave the World Behind" had the buck on the front, and then you have this team, the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, look at this. Wait, did they lose to you said they lost to the Warriors? It says here they won last night. It doesn't matter. They won with 119 points, guys. Okay. Just last night. I don't know. Maybe I read that wrong. Hold on. Warriors beat Bucks last year. Oh, okay. Yeah. You said last year, not last night. Okay. That makes sense. Sorry, I didn't read that right. But anyway, Leave the World Behind had the buck on the front of the movie, right? And then you have the bucks being connected to the dollars, right? Remember, we had that the phone outage on the 53rd day of the year. If you guys didn't watch my video on that, it was connected to Leave the World Behind. But yeah, I mean, the buck on the front could be also pointing to the bucks, the dollar bills, right? The bills, the bucks, the dollars, the cash. So many different words for money, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just notifications are not getting sent out to everyone. So if you guys would please hit the like button in the chat, I really appreciate that. If you guys want to support the channel, the best way to do that is to hit the like button. Help me grow. Help me get to more people. Um, if you guys feel the need to share the stream, you guys can also do that. If you guys feel the need that if you guys feel it's on your heart to donate to the channel and help me out, um, then you guys can also go to this link at the top of the chat, decoding by me. Please do not donate to the YouTube because I do not get access to the Google money. If you guys want to support the channel, please go to the link at the top of this chat. It's Buy Me a Coffee, Decoding with Cody. And thank you, Chase, who just donated. Appreciate that. Chase Chavez just became a member. And someone else also bought 3 coffees. So thank you guys so much for the support. It's greatly appreciated. Okay, thank you guys so much. Tomorrow, okay, so tomorrow is the 58th day of the year. Remember, we just had Super Bowl 58. So starting tomorrow, I think I'm going to start doing a countdown to the eclipse. So every day I might release a short video or a short post, and I'm just going to title it Countdown to the Eclipse, okay? And tomorrow, like I told you guys already in this game or in this stream, so if you do it in this stream, okay, I said earlier, 41 days, okay? Tomorrow will be 41 days before the eclipse. So that's the countdown. And 41 is the 13th. So this is interesting, guys. Remember, we just had Super Bowl 58, okay? We just had Super Bowl 58. And remember, Taylor Swift was all about the 13. Remember, the guy who lost in the Super Bowl and the quarterback was number 13, okay? So what are the chances that tomorrow is the 58th day of the year and it's 41 days till the eclipse, which is the 13th prime? 13 is the number of death, guys. 13 is the Taylor Swift's lucky number, okay? So that's the first thing I'm seeing here. But if I see anything else, I will let you guys know, okay? Because every day now is going to be connected very closely to this eclipse, just like today was. Also, Fig is saying I shouldn't accept donations. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I'm not asking people to do it. They don't have to donate. It helps me out because again, I'm living out of the country with my girlfriend, and I have to make some sort of income. So, I mean, otherwise, I'm a simple person. I don't live very. I just buy literally food, and I don't buy anything else. I have clothes that I'm wearing right now that are literally 6 years old. I don't buy clothes. I don't buy any material things. I just buy food with the money that you guys donate. And thank you so much to Shy, who helped me get a new computer. Because without her, I wouldn't, or helped me fix the computer I had. But without her, I would not have, without the donations, I would not have been able to do that either. So again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. Yeah, that's right, Sean. Travis Kelce wore the number 87, Taylor Swift's boyfriend. And, basically the guy that just died today he was 87, right? So tomorrow is very interesting. We'll watch tomorrow. Also, tomorrow has a lot of connections with money, guys, because the date tomorrow is February 27th, right? So you can write that day 27/2, okay? And the reason that is important is because the word money equals 72 and 27. Tomorrow is, like I told you guys, tomorrow is 27/2, which is the gematria of money. So are we going to get something with the money tomorrow? We just had a banker die. Okay, we just had a banker guy, and now tomorrow is 272, which could be the gematria of money. Okay, I don't think that's a coincidence. Okay, so definitely watch out for some rituals tomorrow. Hopefully, it's not a big ritual, but yeah, I mean, maybe something with Trump's money. Maybe we get another story about Trump being fined a bunch of money again. Something, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that's an interesting connection. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's also a lot of other connections with the number 27 and money. So let me show you. Hold on. So if you go to the Chaldean cipher, which again is one of the oldest ciphers, yeah, just keep an eye on this bottom cipher right here, this Chaldean. Look at the word currency, right? We call it currency. If you spell it right, the word currency equals 27, kind of like money equals 27, okay? So, again, it wouldn't be shocking if we get some sort of money story tomorrow. Oh yeah, thank you for pointing that out. KJ Malone, who's a great decoder. I don't know if he has a channel, but KJ Malone in the chat, he makes some great connections, and he's saying that Jacob Rothschild, if you go to the capital cipher, which is when you take capital letters into consideration, Jacob's Rothschild equals 292. I've been talking a lot about this date, February 29th, the leap day. So interesting that if you do the capital letters, which just means if you capitalize his name, J and R, you know what's interesting, guys? His name is J and R. I just realized this. His initials are JR. Johnny Cash was known as JR. Come on now. There it is, guys. There, I didn't even notice that at first. Maybe you guys noticed it, but I didn't. What are the chances of that? He dies on JR's birthday, and his initials are JR, Jacob Rothschild. J is the 10th letter, R is the 18th letter. That's 1018. Luke 1018. Wow, interesting. Yeah, this seems to be tied to something, guys. I got to look more into it. Because again, JR is Johnny Cash's, like he was known by that, you know. And now Jacob Rothschild. And again, guys, just so you guys understand, Jacob Rothschild died on Johnny Cash's birthday. Johnny Cash was born in Kingsland, Arkansas. The city of Kingsland, huh? Don't forget that the name Baron, which is what these Rothschilds are known by, the name Baron means Lord, right? So hold on. Kingsland, Arkansas. That's where Johnny Cash was born. Well, Kingsland equals 53, like Rothschild. And this 53 number has been coming up a lot lately. So Kingsland equals Phoenix. Kingsland also equals Joe Biden, an American. But yeah, I'll look more into Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash was born on the 33rd parallel. He was born on the 33rd and 92. He just turned 92 years old today, and he was born in the 92nd, the 92 parallel west. 33 and 92, huh? Oh, this city that he was born in was founded on June 26, another 626 number. Yeah, anyway, I'm just looking into Johnny Cash a bit. Oh yeah, Johnny Cash was portrayed by the actor Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah. Okay. Well, remember, guys, I already made a connection to. I already made a connection to the magazine. Get ready for a world currency, right? Let me just pull it up. So again, I told you that this was aligned with this magazine, the Phoenix magazine. Get ready for a world currency. And today is Johnny Cash's birthday. Johnny Cash was portrayed by an actor named Joaquin Phoenix, who was born on October 28th. That's the day Matthew Perry died. Well, let's see how many days today is after October 28th. Today is 121 days after Matthew Perry died. Antichrist 121, Revelation 121. Yeah, that's right, Morgan. The Phoenix is connected to Pluto, and this year is the Pluto's return. So yeah, all these things are connected, guys. Pluto, the Phoenix, the dragon, all connected in this year, all pointing to this year. But yeah, I'll look more into this, guys. I'm just glad I pointed out a few things here live on the stream, and if I find anything, I'll make a video or something about it. But you know, Johnny Cash, he had that song called "Ring of Fire." Remember, we had a Ring of Fire eclipse last year on October 14th. Oh wow, okay, well that makes sense. The Ring of Fire eclipse was 19 weeks and 2 days ago, guys. There it is again, the 192. Again, investment banker equals 192. Today has 192 date numerology. If you multiply 2 times 2 times 6 times 2 times 4 equals 192. There was just a crash on the 192nd lap of the Daytona 500. The guy who dies today, investment banker. The eclipse equals 192. Super Bowl 58, 192. What are the chances? Johnny Cash's birthday today was 19 weeks and 2 days after the Ring of Fire eclipse. Okay? And remember, eclipse equals 192. So just again, that number is coming up every day. Oh, it looks like Joseph got in at the perfect time. Did you just see that, Joseph? Okay, so if Joseph missed it, this guy, J.R., Jacob Rothschild, like his initials J.R., died on J.R. Cash's, Johnny Cash's birthday today, February 26th, okay? Johnny Cash was J.R., and then J.R. initial Rothschild dies. He was an investment banker, okay? Again, they always called him an investment banker, which equals 192. And the investment banker dies 19 weeks and 2 days after the Ring of Fire eclipse. And Johnny Cash, today is his birthday, and Johnny Cash sung the song Ring of Fire, okay? And again, eclipse 192. Yeah, and JR is, I already mentioned that, Joseph. JR is 1018. Yeah, I already mentioned that. Perfect. Luke 10:18. Satan falls like lightning. The money is going to fall like lightning, I think, or something. They're planning something with the money. Yeah, that's true. Julia Roberts, who was in the movie Leave the World Behind, which equaled 192. Julia Roberts is JR also. But yeah, perfectly synced. I mean, I could just make a whole video. I just need to make a whole recap video about the number 192 because I literally every day, man. Every day this number. I can't even get away from it. I wanted to have one decode today without this number, and I couldn't even do it. So Yep, Lil Nas X still at 19.2 million subs after he released his video. Trump said never surrender. Yep, and that equals 192. I already connected this whole thing to Trump. Anyways, guys, I'm about ready to hang it up. I'll be on another 5 minutes, and then we'll check out. Is there anything else you guys want to? And Joseph, I really want to point this out to you. Vatican City State. Okay, that's the official. This is one we need to add to our list for sure. Vatican City State equals 192. That is the official title of the Vatican City. See, officially, the Vatican City State. Okay, equals 192. I think that's kind of the origin of this number, because I mean, we know the Vatican's responsible for most of this. And look at that. The Vatican City State has the 105 like Jorge Mario Bergoglio, too. Of course. Yeah, so I mean, again, it all goes back to that, guys. I told you that at WrestleMania, one day before the eclipse, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, equals 192. So you see, this 192 is going to be part of the WrestleMania in a month and a half. You know, it's the guy that's probably going to win and be the headline of the show. His nickname equals 192. I mean, come on. Santa's Gotta Go equals 192. That's the book that Obama was reading in the classroom on that perfect day, 12/12. By the way, guys, big shout out to KJ Malone. He made a big discovery. So the first great American eclipse was on August 21st, 2017. The halfway point between the eclipses was 12/12, okay? Was 12/12 days. Okay? So from the eclipse, the first eclipse, to the day that the V's were first handed out on George Washington's birthday. So I want you guys to understand this. I'm not going to say the word, but there was 12/12 days between the first eclipse to the day that the V's were first administered, right? And then if you go from this date to the next eclipse on 4/8 this year, it's 12/12. Do you see this? 12/12. So from the first eclipse, 12/12 days forward was the V day. And then 12/12 days from that day, again, forward is the next eclipse. So you guys have to understand how big that is. Because if you go into Sumerian, which is the cipher where you get bigger totals, look what equals 12/12. Skull and bones, 12/12. So you're telling me 12/12 days after the eclipse was the V day, and then 12/12 days to the next eclipse was the second eclipse, and 12/12 equals skull and bones. Okay. And there was another one. I can't remember it now. What was the other 12/12? Shoot, I can't remember. It was one that was really important too. Shoot, guys. Sorry, I can't remember what it was. Oh, total solar eclipse equals 12/12. Yeah, that's what it was. So total solar, there is 12/12 days between the first great American eclipse to the V day, and then to the next one is 12/12 days, and total solar eclipse, which is what that is, equals 1212. Okay. And the reason I think this number is important, this 1212, is because it's kind of like a Revelation 121. You see the 121 here? Like Revelation equals 121. So I think, yeah, there's something more there, but that's a huge find. I thought that was huge. Because Revelation equals 121, right? So oh yeah, just check out KJ Malone in the chat, guys. He's posting all the 112s. San Francisco 112. The Jays, I'm not going to say the words, but they began on the coach's 42nd birthday of the San Francisco 49ers. America's Playground equals 1212. Skull and Bones 1212. Yeah, amazing decoder, KJ Malone. You need a channel, man. I don't know if you have a channel. Do you have a channel? But if you don't, you need one. Somebody's saying that the number 1212 is connected to ISIS. Really? How is that? Can you explain how 1212 is connected to ISIS? Because I'm not understanding that at this point. Yeah, no channel for KJ, but either way, he gets a big shout out because he's often making some great connections. So again, guys, at the end of this stream, I will leave all the links to all the channels in the comments of the video. So make sure you go there, give those people a subscription. Joseph Aquaviva, Ani Osaru was in here earlier. I saw him. Square Peg was in here. The Illusion, Lambda, Zenith of the Alpha, all those people. So that'll be in the after the video. Okay, I'll look more into that. I'll look more into that 1212. All right, guys. Well, I think we've exhausted our babbling for tonight. So let's just hang it up, and we will talk in the next video. So once again, guys, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Please hit the like button. Got 130 likes. Thank you guys so much. And make sure you guys go check out all the other people, subscribe to them. Also, if you always want to share the video, please hit the like button. If you guys want to support the channel, I have the donation link at the top of this chat. I will also leave it in the comments. So yeah, take care out there, everyone. Much love to you all. And I really appreciate every single one of you. You guys are all so awesome. So many brilliant people in this community. And I'm very blessed to be associated with all of you. So take care, and we will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully nothing crashes in the next few days. But all right, take care, everyone. Much love. God bless.